What's the deal, everybody? Welcome back to the studio.
It was at this moment that Jeremy realized he had once again been bested by the fly.
Stupid fly. I hate this fly. You saw my last video. I still can't get this fly. Welcome back to the studio, everybody. Jeremy Deal here. Still trying to catch a fly. But seriously, let's get into it. We're going to be talking about today my 3 biggest strategy tip points when it comes to raising prices. Now, I know you saw my last video. It might have seemed a little bit depressing because we were talking about the stagnation in the market, but trust me when I say that just because the market is hitting a stagnation does not mean your business has to. Diversify over everything else, and this is how you can raise your prices even in this market for real estate photography. Let's dive in. All right, so my very first tip when it comes to raising your prices in a market, especially a market like today, is to only do that once a year maximum. So you shouldn't raise prices halfway through a year. It's suspicious. Well, not suspicious. It's just weird for agents to have you increase your prices multiple times in a short amount of time. So before you actually raise your prices, do a lot of thought about it. Make sure you're not just raising your prices to what you need them to be right now. Make sure you're thinking ahead what you need them to be 6 months from now, because that price point may be different than it is now, especially if gas goes up. Gas is a huge expenditure for us. So when it comes to figuring out when and how to raise prices, just do a lot of thought on that matter in particular, and only raise your prices once in a given year. That'll really help you keep a lot of clients. Number 2 point, before you raise your prices, make sure you actually have the steady stream of clients required to do so. Now, I know you want to raise your prices and you want to make as much money as possible. We all do, trust me. But the number 1 thing to consider before you raise your price, or I guess maybe the number 2 thing to consider, is the volume of clients you have. Because whenever you increase your prices, even if it's only by $10, believe it or not, you will have agents fall off that you thought were loyal. Every time you do a price increase, you will lose people along the way, but that's okay, because as long as you followed step 1 and put a lot of thought into this price change, you will have thought about the fact that you will lose clients along the way as you make this price change, so you won't have to do it again in a few months from now. So just keep that in mind. Make sure you're kind of thinking about these things as you're raising your prices. Raising your prices is a difficult thing to do. It's kind of scary as a business owner because you know you're going to lose those clients along the way, but don't be scared as long as you've done the research. My channel says this a lot. Do the research required before you make moves. Look before you leap. Don't just jump there. Make sure that location is stable and sturdy before you jump to it. That's my big tip. Ready for number 3? Number 3 is simple. Remember your market value. You've seen one of my last videos. I talk about pricing yourself accordingly, whether you be new or a long-time person in this industry. And this rule follows those rules. I just saw that fly again. Oh my goodness. I am going to destroy this whole studio. Next video, this fly will be out of here or I will lose it. So back to this. I don't even remember what I was saying. I'm so mad. Hold on. Remember the market value of your area. That's right. Saw my last video. I know you saw it. I don't have to bring it up again. So watch that. Think about it. Remember that you want to be in the top 3rd, but you do not want to be the top 3 when it comes to pricing in your area, unless you have the clients to back it up. See how these 3 steps are all interlocked together? It's not actually 3 steps. It's just 3 things you have to factor in mind before you do this one thing. Oh, that fly. I'm so mad. As always, keep rocking and rolling. I hope this helped, man. I hate to just plug out like that, but I'm going to go destroy this fly right now. As always, keep rocking and rolling. Enjoy what you're doing. Make smart business decisions and price yourself accordingly and price yourself properly. Go watch my last video I made. Go check out the way I make videos for other agents, and I'll catch you next time. Come here, fly.